22,865 major damage every second. This effect stacks.
Okay, yeah, probably can't be bopped.
Can't be removed by.
It's not a dispellable debuff that much. I know that's why I was thinking it was physical, because it's poison damage, but it's not a poison in itself. That's why I was thinking maybe it's like a physical debuff that could be purged that just does nature damage.
All right, everyone should have a second flask. Feel free to use it.
And if someone needs one, I got an extra.
I don't know why they don't let you add them. It's kind of annoying.
Why they don't let you add what? Flasks?
Yeah.
I don't know why the cauldron has to be bind on account. Let's talk about annoying.
But Connie apparently never picked up a second.
All right, Mac, I got you.
How about that the 2nd Avenue subway took 90 years and cost $4 billion?
Seems about par for New York City.
90 years?
For 3 stations.
To be fair to them, it is a bit more than 3 stations.
Still 90 years?
It's not really. It didn't really take 90 years. The city argued about it for how long?
I think they actually started about 8 years ago.
Yeah.
But they had talked about doing it for the prior 80 years.
Oh, so 80 years of development and then 10 years of actual.
They actually got started in the 70s and then stopped doing it.
What are we talking about?
The 2nd Avenue subway.
All 3 stations worth.
Yeah, but they had to do more work than that. Come on. They had to connect it over to the queue, and they rerouted things.
Ever finished that giant underground water tunnel yet?
No.
What, the Hudson River tunnels? God.
No, he's talking about the third water tunnel
buff up.
upstate.
Get back on this. Do we need to talk about anything at all? Any other changes? And there was some discussion about stuff.
After we go across the bridge, I'll call for a bop. And I just want to see if that debuff that I get can be bopped off. Because it hurts. Because I'm going to be tanking all those spiders. I'm going to have like 30 to 40 stacks of it.
That's what always nuked me in Heroic when we did this, was I had so many stacks from getting all the spiders rounded up.
All right, guys, remember there's a gateway there. Feel free to use it. And when you come out the other side, be careful not to fall off. But you should be in a really good position to get to purple. Correction, blue. Here's a real ready check.
Tech easy Ed. You want me to taunt him?
Yeah, when we get to the other side.
Okay. Oh, there's a spiderling over.
Those ads are fine. Get res on Chris. Okay, there's a res pending on Chris.
He's offline.
Oh. So I wonder why he's dying.
Put the green by the bridge.
Oh my god, I hate that web.
Let's get Joker up. Stack up.
Damn, you're a failure. But I love you anyway, man.
Squishy the spiders now. Oh, Haman, I see what you mean by how she randomly jumped. She's kind of a dick. And
That's
then
the
that's the thing that we need to stack up for, right?
Yes.
Violent
wind
winds,
chime.
okay. Otherwise, it'll push the tank, just push them super fast. I think that's why. Or whoever's in front. The more people that are there, the slower they get pushed away.
There's also that winds thing she does. She puts a debuff on everybody. And the tank gets 20 stacks unless there are 19 other people there, then you get 1 stack.
I wind up getting something like 46 or 80 stacks within the first few moments.
I have many wares. Farewell, friend of the Grummles.
Yeah, we still got lots of people getting feathers that shouldn't be.
So Chris is still offline, I think.
What is the toggle fucking nameplates command again?
V.
V is your default. V is in Victor.
Thank you.
The ad spawning was pretty bad that time on the first platform. We got a whole bunch of extra ads.
Mm-hmm. So Chris is offline. Either we scared him away with our Trump jokes, or he had a fire or something. So we need to look at getting another healer.
That gateway is really nice. It really helps.
How many people used it? Can you see that from the stats?
Not sure
Quite a
how
few
many used it, but everybody should be using it except for the tanks.
It is really nice.
I used it, but someone stole my feather.
That's probably why we had so many less spiders, because I only had like 15 stacks of the debuff from the spiders that time instead of like 30 to 40.
Is there
Yeah,
anything
Chubbs,
in
you still
guild
around?
indicator to say if, he just came back online.
Okay. Sorry, Chubbs.
Oh, you got them all hot and bothered.
That's what standby is all about.
Thanks, buddy. Appreciate it. You're setting a great example.
You know what standby's
Everyone
really
else.
all about, Chubbs? Us being really successful because you're not here wiping us.
Apparently, fucking so.
No. Standby is about one thing and one thing only: margaritas and salsa.
If you're not getting a feather, if you stand on the mob's ass when he's about to switch platform, it won't be anywhere near the feathers.
One quick comment about the last attempt. Someone significantly failed at puddle placement at the end of that because we were all having to run through a bunch of venom to get to the bridge.
So basically, someone put a puddle right where Star is standing right here. That's really bad. Like, you just cannot. Like, I don't even care if you can block this right one. Well, it would not be optimal, but
You don't want to get
especially
anywhere
don't
near
block both of them.
You don't want to get anywhere near the end of the bridges because the tornadoes will hit it and they're more fucked.
Yeah.
There was lots of spiders around the boss.
I think I had the spiders a little bit further up, but I can't be 100% sure because a whole bunch spawned extra.
God damn, KX, you got 9.4 PR.
And Bev, does that still work on Mythic? I tried to do that.
Yeah, it does. I did the first attempt.
Okay.
Yeah, it's ideally we don't want to use tornadoes to clear because you probably may be in a bad position to drop it. But Imba was pro on one attempt, but that's just because he had a speed boost, which is helpful. Or I should say he took great use of his speed boost. And Cito, whenever you're ready, buddy. God, my PR fucking blows.
Not the only thing about you that blows.
4, 3,
You wish.
1.
Not for you. Only gods and broken bodies. Scream for me.
4, 3.
Techie's head.
Juicy morsel.
Big ass web in the middle. Watch out. And we got spiderling in the bow.
Juicy morsel.
Four.
Oh, and Bev ran right through that puddle. We're gonna have spiders. Well, maybe not.
Wasn't me.
Spiders, handle it.
Tornadoes to orange.
Almost like InBev knows what he's doing.
There is nowhere left to hide.
Hump up.
Cito, buddy, what happened?
Lots of people touching eggs, guys. Don't touch fucking. Hint: when they jiggle, you touched them.
Some blow up in Mythic, no matter what. Tornadoes to purple or blue. Tornadoes to blue. Not on the boss. You're gonna drop on the boss. Whoever's there.
Line up
Bad
for the
Joker.
wins. Line up for the win.
Bloodlust.
Don't be in front for this.
Careful using yellow for necrotic.
Okay, line up for win. Ouch.
We didn't have enough people in it.
Yeah, so she jumps to some total random
Tornadoes to
place.
blue.
So
Okay, it's a wipe. All right, that was a forced wipe because the person with the tornado didn't move.
given that that she's in a random place, is tornadoes to a specific pillar going to really work? Or
Yeah, I mean the blue is equidistant, like where it's at right now.
Okay.
If she's in that corner and on the other side, it's still equidistant.
The
That is why.
tornado placement's just to avoid it dropping on the goo.
What did you just say?
The tornado placement's to avoid it dropping on the goo. So it doesn't really matter where she is. The tornadoes still have to go to one side and the spiders to the other.
I think it happened to be linked to two people at the same time.
Yes,
That's
the way
weird.
the web mechanic works, it'll only spawn a spider if you're on it for 2 seconds. So InBev ran through it and was off within those 2 seconds, so it didn't really matter.
I have many lucky
Margalis I-beam is fucking dangerous on those spiders.
good fortune to our friends.
It moved just after I started casting it, and they all died right underneath me. Before I could move, I was dead.
Now, on that last Violent Winds, I intentionally didn't send it because I was at 96 stacks and was at like 140,000% increased damage from winds, and it was dropping in 6 seconds. But I saw there were other people that were not standing and were off around to the side.
When the winds are called, I think everybody needs to be in there.
Everyone,
People are gonna
yes.
get pushed back. It doesn't matter if you got stacks or not. Like it's like a meteor kind of thing.
And if everyone's in there, you push back less than your walking
Yeah,
speed. So you
you
can actually
can
run to
just
the
keep
boss.
moving towards her if everybody's in there.
And I can see the graphic this time too. If you look closely, there's a graphic that you have to jump into.
What are we waiting on?
Mark, whenever he's ready.
Waiting on Mon, and now he's ready.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
This time I'm ready for your treachery. Scream for me.
4, 3, 2,
Techie, is that?
Yep.
Sorry, I'm just calling it. So the healers hear it. Because I don't think you can tell. There's one spider link on the bot.
I have no idea how I just died.
Violent ambush.
I was all. Look where my ghost.
I'll get you.
Yep.
Careful the web, guys. Start stacking. There's a web boss. There's ads. Kill them. Kill the ads.
Okay, doke.
I'll kill the ad.
Stack on the boss.
Purple, orange, orange to purple, orange to purple. Sorry, purple, orange, tornadoes. Stack up, stack up, stack up. Assume you get a tornado and take it to blue.
Can we get Adam up?
Let's camera grenade me.
Nope, not for 2 minutes.
We still have two.
Stack in front of the boss, in front of the boss, in front of the boss.
Nope.
Alright, wipe it up. We need a call on that. Could be helpful. I'm having a hard time seeing timers for it.
That
Oh, okay,
isn't
that's what
right in
happened.
front of the boss. It's a direct line. You can be anywhere up to 40 yards in front of it as long as you're actually on that line.
Snuffles. Let me die.
I just wanted to say you to say hi to the spider.
I'm so fucking tired of fights where tanks just blow up instantly.
Yeah, Chris, Adam, what killed you?
Well, Hamond wasn't over there in position, and so the boss came and ate me.
Yep, I failed my jump twice.
Not only
I
that,
wasn't.
he had a
I wasn't
7
sure
million.
Hamond was the boss, but that was like the boss.
He had a 7
came
million
and ate me.
melee overkill. That means there were ads next to him.
Yeah, I could have bubbled you. Then it would kill some useless melee. I mean, what?
I'm assuming the ads from the bridges count for that 25% damage bonus. So
Yep.
At the beginning, at the transition, the spider needs to be pulled as far away from the bridge as possible, probably.
As I pulled the ads to yellow, I mean, I think I put them in the right spot.
Yeah, that's where
Yeah,
you're
that's
supposed to
where
put
we're
'em.
going to go with them.
Yeah.
That's where people that have feathers still need to jump on them and splat them real quick. And
Yeah.
just not on the bridge. Just don't do that on the bridge. We'll be fine. Get them across the bridge and then blow them up with yellow, and then we can get over the
Yeah.
boss.
Outside that one attempt, I haven't been blowing up on the bridges. I haven't needed it in Bev, so we're
Now,
good.
the nice thing with that gateway, since we get there so early, it seemed like the tanks are able to get in position to pick up the boss before she's even ready to move.
The gateway makes it way better.
I don't even see the fucking gateway.
It's purple. Like, turn around, look at the
I
platform.
know I
It's
can
right there.
see it right now, but when I was crossing the last 2 times, I could not
So
see it.
last
as I was
time
crossing.
There's eggs around
mostly
it.
an egg.
Yeah, and that's the only spot I can put it. I can't put it anywhere else. Otherwise, I get path not found.
But it's really easy to click on it without blowing everything up around it.
Yeah, I don't need it though. So
Who's Kermit?
He's just using a macro.
One thing to note, there's a lot of people seem to be dying when they get the venom. Unlike on the other difficulties, you can't actually absorb 2 pulls at once. You have to keep moving. So don't try and just stand in one spot and drop it all there. There's a couple of people
Unless you're a
who
warlock.
died. Yeah, if you have a massive cooldown, then yeah, you can do it. But there's a lot of people that don't, or they've used it already.
All right, Sanjay, let's know when you're ready.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Mercy? None for you! Only gushing blood and broken bodies! I'll adorn my web with your
4,
Come on, is that tank?
2, 1.
juicy morsels!
Web people, get close. Chris and Stuffles, there you go.
Juicy morsels!
Okay, watch web under.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Start making your way towards the boss.
Don't touch that
Tornado
web, guys.
star,
Endos
kill
are
the
standing
ads,
right.
kill the ads. Tornadoes to orange, tornadoes to orange. You got tornadoes. Oh, that's a bad tornado. It's because it's too close to that green.
Okay, I see it in there. Well,
Tornadoes to blue. Get in front of the boss. In front of the boss.
Violent winds.
We're gonna need a cooldown for that violent winds.
It's on it.
Yep. Bloodlust. Do not get in
Don't be in
front.
front.
Tornadoes to blue.
Okay, get in front of her. Violent winds
Violent
coming.
winds.
I like this positioning a lot better.
Yeah, we need to cool down.
There's not enough time for the stacks to fall off in between.
No.
They're not supposed to.
Yeah.
So the second one's
So
gonna
we
be terrible.
need groups. We need group 1, group 2 for that.
This is a wipe. Wipe it up. Go
So on
jump
the
off
first
cliff.
platform, when we're running across to get to the boss, there's going to be a web near her. You just have to watch the floor for it. There's plenty of room to maneuver around her. Just don't stand in the web. It's like a white grid on the floor in a circular shape.
Hey, Asp, can you do the cooldown for that? Can you do both of those? We should only get violent winds. That
can
one.
do
Oh no, we
them. I'm using Healing Tide on the Gathering Cloud.
If you were trying to die there, why wouldn't you just stand in the big green circle?
Was about to say, it's saying we need a cooldown when we're using them all.
We shouldn't need a cooldown on gathering clouds if people are actually doing what they're supposed to be doing.
Yeah, but they aren't.
Well, so they have to, because we can't waste a healing cooldown on gathering clouds.
Yeah, those
Oh.
those two are gonna be brutal, especially the second one if we can't drop those stacks.
Yeah, I mean, gathering clouds. If you're close to the duty, it does like no damage. What the fuck?
None whatsoever. Plus, if
There's
you're
literally
close
no
to
reason
it,
not to be close to it at that point.
if you're close to it, us puddle will do all of the work that we need to do. So
Anything for like the ad transitions on the bridge that need to be cleaned up, or is it looking good?
that was easy.
That seemed much better. We had a nice clean blow up over by yellow whenever we got across.
Yeah, there was like one I think I didn't get to in time. I had a taunt back, but still died in an okay spot.
On call.
Actually, kind of like this fight. It's a little better than Ursoc.
Jump off the cliff, please.
Nope.
Ursoc is just a gear check. As more people get gear, it will become easier and easier and easier. Whereas this fight will always be a clusterfuck.
For some reason, I feel like this is even less of a clusterfuck than Heroic. I feel like in Heroic, we're just like pushing through everything
So
with DPS. This one, we actually have to do it, but it's still there. It's doable.
So I will
Let's do
agree
it.
with that. This is what I was going to say earlier is that we have never been good at this fight. We've never been clean at this fight. We always sort of brute forced this one. And now it matters more. But I will also say that when we were doing this on Heroic, it felt like the boss was hitting a lot harder than it feels now. Healing you guys is not a problem.
May have to do what Techie said. People that make mistakes have to start PvPing for their raid spot.
Gurabashi Arena exists for a reason.
Tell you what, after the raid, you head there. We'll all meet you there.
Okay, I'm good to go.
Just wait for us, Teggy.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Mercy? None for you! Only gushing blood and broken bodies! Scream for me!
4, 3, 2.
Techie, is the ad tech? Okay, we got a big ass web over here. Watch the ground. Don't stand in it.
Four, three, two, one.
Stand
Potatoes
on the
to
boss.
purple, potatoes to orange. Potatoes to orange. Stand on the boss. Web's gone.
Sorry if that's too close to orange. Nice job, tornado.
Oh, what was that? Someone
Oh,
yanked
that
it
was a
too
bad
soon.
one right at this
God
last
damn it. That's... Yeah, that's a wipe. Whoever death grip or life gripped him in, that was way too soon.
I didn't life grip anyone.
Or I guess he zipped in then.
That might have been me. Fell rushing in.
It was all good
She
right
took-
until the last second.
So we're wiping that?
Yeah, let's wipe it.
Yeah, yeah. Like 5 people just got knocked off.
I have many lucky doos you like. May your feet find good trails.
I got an egg.
There you go.
This is not Pokemon. Eggs are not good in this fight.
No, King X for some reason was killing a Plane Strider, so I helped him and I got an egg.
The Plane Strider was pissing me off.
I will say, after the visuals of this place, I'm really looking forward to Nighthold.
There's so much
Songs
red
don't
in
like
here. Yeah, we traded a green for red. Lots
You
of
like
red.
Arcway? Because that's what it's going to look like.
That's fine. It's better than rotten gray red woods place.
Is there going to be something where we have to talk to a lot of NPCs to figure out who's wearing a scarf?
Yes.
We're going to go in the sewers again.
And there's going to be a bunch of NPCs that say something's not quite right.
Fine by me, because that voice actor is awesome.
I'm looking forward to 5 minutes of words before we can engage each fight.
There's several
Runos
ones
the
that
Shane,
say something's not quite right.
Every
Something's
time
not quite
people
right.
tell you how much they like Elvish races, just remember words, words, words.
I like Elvish races.
Master wants
All right, Jagger, when are you ready, buddy?
All right, I'm good.
English?
Did Joker say he was ready?
Yeah.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
This time I'm ready for your treachery. Scream for me.
4,
Come on, is he a tank?
1.
Juicy morsels.
I got a taunt off. Hopefully I still got aggro.
Shit, sorry about that, guys. My last pile of venom was suboptimal.
There's a gap. It's fine.
Mind the gap.
Careful, Web.
4, 3,
Oh, no, Gallus. We're messing people up here.
1.
Got an ad up, kill it.
Web is gone. Tornadoes to orange. Tornadoes to orange.
Beyond the bird.
Goodbye, Cito. Get ready. Take tornadoes to blue and get ready to stack for the wins.
Blow up these spiders. Thank you.
Violent wins.
Stack, stack, stack. Get a Reza Makasi after this. We needed a cooldown on that. A bunch of people just died.
What was it called?
Yeah.
I taunted him on, sorry.
Oh, it's okay. I was looking for Makasi.
He's off the edge.
I made a discovery.
Oh, did you?
If you hit AMS before the wind starts, you don't take stacks until it fades. I don't know if that's good or bad. The tank is probably good.
Wow.
Do other people get extra stacks?
It's a wipe.
Okay, I'm gonna go look up on Icy Veins what the fuck Violent Winds, why it's nuking the tank.
It's nuking the tank because there's not enough people standing in it. That's the mechanic.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the mechanic is people actually need to take the damage. So it's a set amount of damage, and if you use anything to mitigate it or negate it, then the rest of the raid just takes more damage.
That's not necessarily true.
All I know is it's a warrior.
As long as you're
charge
absorbing
to
the
boss and I'm
debuff.
in position. Charge to the
But
boss.
negating the damage, it's fine.
It's just that first one is the real problem. Is people are just getting onto the platform. She's gonna jump to a random spot and start cast Violent Winds. So people need to make sure they book it across the bridge as fast as possible and be in range of Violent Winds.
We downed him, Bev. So you're gonna get.
I'm taking the first 2 Violent Winds.
You're taking the first 2 Violent Winds. Great. By the time
We
we
may
get
need more than one cooldown at once. That was, I mean, I went from 80% health to dead.
that's because there were a bunch of people who weren't there.
No, there was a lot of people still
I
there.
mean, yeah, we still may need
There's
2.
Okay, but
I mean, it's okay because what other cooldowns are we going to use it for?
Well, it's just I would be surprised if there was any ability in this game that required 2 simultaneous healing cooldowns versus executing the mechanic properly.
I know, but it's if there are no other uses for the cooldowns, then why not double up on
Also,
that
we
spot?
usually drop one of them after the second vile ambush or whatever it's called because everyone's usually nuked at that point. And then we'll have 2 of them then, and then our Osprey cooldown is going to be up for the 3rd platform.
One of them will be.
All right, because we'll probably need 1 for another vile ambush once she transitions back to the spider.
If he handles the first 2 Violent Winds, my cooldown will be back up.
Okay.
It's about 12 seconds.
I've been doing the first vile ambush, so I'll just save it for the first violent wins.
So are we not... Was the conclusion that we're going to not try and immunize ourselves during Violent Winds?
No, you can. It's a situation of I think it's if you don't take stacks, you don't count as a way to mitigate it.
Okay. I should be able to drop the stocks afterwards.
Yeah, I think Haman's little trick of AMS may be hurting.
Looking what Brihan just said with Windburn there. So Violent Winds, so for the person targeted, they may have to not stand in that because every stack gets them 15%.
I think we all get that.
Yeah, everybody gets that.
Hey, so basically the way Violent Winds work, the more people get hit, the less stacks everyone gets a wild burn. wind burn.
Okay.
So the less people that get hit, the more stacks they get, the more they get nuked by the next. So either we can do, like half the raid take one stack, half the raid take the second one, or we all get in the first one. Somehow we got to make this work.
Let's all get in it. Bubble bath.
So, I mean, obviously, everyone needs to get in it. That's how that mechanic is supposed to work. But so everyone get in the wind.
Yeah, I don't see anything that talks about the debuff causing it, so muting off the debuff doesn't seem like a bad idea.
I'm just worried that if you immune the debuff, you don't count as a person standing in it, and it just goes to somebody else.
Well, you can't skip the whole thing. I skipped like when it
worth a try.
dropped. I picked up stacks again. All right, here we go.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Mercy? None for you! Only gushing blood and broken bodies! Scream for me!
4, 3, 2, 1.
Come on, Zia, tank.
Juicy morsels!
Oh my god.
You not just out of that.
Joker basically is faster than me, so ran in front of me the entire way back.
Get him up.
All right, I need a res. Thank you, Sarah. Watch the webs.
Someone's standing right on the spider. Yeah, you're still standing in it.
Stack under the boss.
Kill the ads, kill the ads. Tornadoes to orange. Stack on the boss. Everybody stack, 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 stack. That means you, Snuffles.
Doc, sorry.
We're down a healer, so let's just wipe it.
Yeah, sorry, my bad.
Kamikaze off the leg. Hey, Bev, man, you gotta watch out for those webs. Like, it's just a yellow pattern on the ground. It's a circle. It's always going to be nearly under the boss when we come back on that first try. But
okay. Violent winds deals more damage to players further away from the boss.
Oh.
I think that's what us tried to tell you.
No, you said it.
You said stay on the line.
I don't see
straight line.
It doesn't say anything about it dealing more damage far away.
I'm reading the Wildhead strategy guide for Mythic, and it mentions that.
Deals less damage the more people are in it. So even if you're at 50 or 60 yards, you're still taking the same amount of damage as someone at 5. But everybody needs to be on
my
that line.
understanding of the mechanic is that range doesn't matter just being in it. But if Wild's saying that range is also an issue.
I mean, it's probably better to be humped in the face anyway for cooldowns.
Yeah, I mean,
exactly.
that second platform, there's no reason why you shouldn't be stacked unless you have tornadoes. It's
I
just
agree.
that very first transition that everybody needs to make sure that once she jumps that you head straight to her. So don't be sticking around the outside of the platform when you get over there. Make sure you're in the middle so you can move as fast as you can.
Yeah, it's just very chaotic. You just gotta focus.
Oh, look at you, Fib, sneaking in the EP.
Yeah, so people can leave the raid right after it's over.
We could actually
smart.
raid now because you handed out EP.
That was
I feel really sick right now.
Okay, it says the tank targeted by violent winds should use a cooldown to mitigate damage. Oh, it says be sure to split healers up so that healers not standing in the violent winds can use cooldowns effectively.
Yeah, but there's a knockback, so you get pushed away.
Well, I mean, it's saying that healers, like some healers, should not be standing in it.
No, it's only if they have channel casts like Rejuve or Revival. Anything that's instant cooldown won't matter.
Well, I mean, a channel cooldown shouldn't matter. It doesn't interrupt you. It just pushes you away.
Yeah, if you start close enough, it'd be okay. And enough people are in it, it push you back slow, but...
And they're also saying assign half the raid to each group.
That makes sense to me. Because the second one is just nuking us, and it's probably because lots of people have the
we're going to split
Windburn.
the raid. And the raid should already still be split from previously. Healers are split. No, they're not. What 2 healers do you want in groups? I guess tank healers should just be split. That's fine.
Yeah, that'll work.
I'd much rather find a mechanical solution than trying to brute force it.
InBev, do you have projected textures turned on?
Yeah,
You
everything's
can see
turned
the
on.
web if you have that turned on.
Does it get hidden by like the green shit? Because I didn't notice.
It's directly under the box.
Visible.
It's
Yeah.
always CB where
Right in here.
Arch is jumping right now.
It doesn't look like the web with the shading in between. It's just the lines of the web, basically.
Who are you tanking, healing, Cephals?
I've got, well, it's all sort of fluid depending on what, who gets webbed.
We don't have a tank healers here.
Okay. All right, groups 1 and 3. Group 1 for wins. Groups 2 and 4. Second group for wins.
Chris, I'll do the cooldown on the second wins.
Okay.
Us before
Wait,
on the
hold on,
first.
hold on.
Oh, wait a
Patamon?
sec. No, us was going to do both of them.
We're talking about phase 2, the violent winds, right, for splitting the groups, correct?
Yeah, we're not doing 100% of the raid. We're doing half the raid.
So Patamon has a question here, and it seems very fundamental to the mechanics of the second platform. Once we go over there, the boss is going to leap up in the air, jump down to the ground, and then shoot a laser beam of wind straight in front of her. Everybody in the raid, well, not everybody, Group 1 and Group 2 needs to split that. Group 1 for the first one, Group 2 for the second one.
Yeah,
Unless I'm understanding
part
that
of the
wrong.
problem is, that the second time we get wins, we have too many stacks. We just fall over.
Yeah, I mean that's understandable. I feel like that if everybody's in there, those stacks will increment much more slowly, and we won't have that. It'll still be going up, but it won't be unmanageable.
Yeah, and the tanks are gonna. Whoever's tanking the boss in the wins is gonna need to use a mitigation cooldown because you're gonna get all the other stacks that aren't soaked.
So wait, let's clarify that, because Adam, what you just said didn't make sense to me. For the first wins, only Group 1 and 3 are going to get it, and whoever the tank is. Does that mean that we need to tank swap for the second one as well?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
because the 20 debuffs go out. Tanks get all of them, but whoever's standing with him gets one off of the tank.
So the tank should swap between wins. So only one tank is getting each one.
And I've lived through
We're
one of the wind things before, so that if we tank swap, it shouldn't be that big of a deal.
Hey, Sandra and I can drop the stacks between them, so we should probably do both.
Cool.
That works.
All right,
Fucking Death Knights.
So do you and I guess Haman does the first one and you do the second wins for the tank?
You be volunteering me for shit.
Yeah. Haman should always be getting over there first because he's got the feather, so he should be doing the first one. I'll just make sure to stay out of it.
All right, DM, you ready?
Oh yeah, sorry, I just missed one.
All right, we're good. DM, you may be able to ice block those stacks off too. So
I use ice block early in this fight. Most of the time, I save it for the point.
Alright, I'm on the tank.
She ate me.
Let's get. Oh, and Valcourt and
Apparently
Techie.
I had
Where-
aggro before I
Oh
moved
yeah,
across.
right. If you lose the ad tank, then the other two tanks are going to follow real quickly.
That is a wipe.
Well, it wasn't that. I think Haman grabbed aggro somehow.
I think that was just radial aggro. I had some aggro in the beginning, and I was closer at that point. So she's like, "Oh, I'll just eat this guy."
Looks more like distal aggro to me.
Yeah,
Okay,
look at the
so
look at the,
the
web.
good thing is the violent winds is every 40 seconds. The wind burn debuff is 45. So the good thing is when you come up for your second wind soak, you won't have the debuff.
You mean the second platform or the third platform?
No, like the first and third.
We only get violent. We only get violent winds twice because
Oh,
then she turns it back into a spider.
Cool. He was not Tito. That would have been hilarious, though.
Down.
So InBev, not to beat a dead horse, because you've probably checked this out, but the texture that everyone's talking about on the ground, you can actually see right behind the boss by the other eggs. So if you look at the crosshatches on the ground, that's what you got to avoid.
What's it called in the adventure guide?
Tangled webs.
Which GTFO does not bark at you about, interestingly.
It's not doing damage, that's why.
Yeah, no damage, no debuff or anything.
Yeah, there's no way for it to tell.
Yep.
All right, Haman, whenever you are ready.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Mercy? None for you! Only gushing blood and broken bodies! Scream for me!
Valcourt is the ad tank.
Juicy morsels!
I'm gonna go pick it up off of Valcourt. Not off of Haman, I mean.
All you tanks look
Yeah,
alike.
ads are dead.
When you guys are webbed together, don't run both sides of the raid and hit everyone on the way in.
We got people spawning. Stop
Lots of
doing it.
ads. Kill the ads.
Valcourt's got 19 stacks. Watch out.
Oh my god, you guys in the web.
That's a wipe.
The web spawned in a really
damn.
bad place there.
Swipe it off, guys. Do
So
one more
just-
attempt quickly.
Just to reiterate, if you are linked with each other and you run everyone who is between you gets knocked back by that fucking web, and it's driving some of us crazy.
Yeah, that one of that first webs. You two guys, one went to the right of the raid pile, the other person went to the left, and literally hit everybody on the way.
Some of us are going to stop hitting healing buttons if you don't quit.
That's only the non-tank one, right?
That is only the non-tank run, correct?
Yeah, because I haven't noticed a knockback on the tank one, because that would especially suck.
Tanks
This
are
is the
usually
last
right on.
attempt of the night.
Tanks are usually right on top of each other.
We're pretty good about keeping our things up.
And I have to start using sprint though, because you like to leap. And I don't have Blink as a bear because going into cat is generally very bad.
Oh, come on. You got enough mastery to do it.
That's it. Play an Arms Warrior. Or mastery is appreciated.
Hey, switch to your warrior. It's got a prot spec.
I have many lucky
I see what it is, trying to get me to replace Valcourt.
One shitty warrior is the same as another.
Warlock tank for the win.
I gotta say, Techie, healing you has not been particularly complicated when you've been tanking this boss. I'm starting to like druids a lot.
But he hasn't been
It's
tanking the
boring
boss,
for me.
though.
He has
haven't.
been.
I've only
Yes,
tanked the
when
boss
he's
like
perfect.
once.
Healing druids is boring. They just don't die.
All right, everyone's ready. Let's do it. Last attempt for the night. Let's give it our all, guys.
What we really need is a brewmaster.
Do they exist?
They're still reading the guide.
2, 1.
None for you. Only gushing blood and broken bodies. I'll adorn my web with your
4, 3, 2.
Valcourt is the ad tank.
juicy morsels.
Ah, webs.
It's too far away.
I'm just gonna let you hold on to this, Amon.
Okay, the ads are dead.
Watch them on, please.
Juicy morsels.
Keep running.
That's white.
I gotta tell you, it
Good
sucks.
God, there was
last
a lot of web stuff.
Well, the vile ambush went up in a bad spot, like too close to the opposite side, and people weren't moving quick enough.
I think the vile ambush went on someone who had venom.